What's fun with NeuroTracker is give you legit numbers on your cognitive performance. I definitely recommend NeuroTracker. It's not only for athlete or amateur fighter or professional athlete. It's also for every person that I know. They need to improve their mental awareness and their mental endurance. It helps for passing through the day without being as fatigued as before.
This is a piece of equipment that stimulates a variety of sensory items all at once. There is decision-making demand that's there. Take a perfect example, a quarterback. Quarterback drops back and is ready to throw a pass. He's got 2 or 3 receivers that he could potentially be throwing the ball to, but there's also defensive players coming at him. And he needs to be aware of every one of those people and to be able to adjust appropriately and make the correct decision to hit the receiver that he's trying to hit. Rapid decision making. And that's what NeuroTracker does so well.
As we got into this vision side of sports performance and athletic evaluation, we knew we had to go out and find the best of the best technologies that were out there, and that sort of led us down the road to NeuroTracker.
I find the NeuroTracker is helpful for a variety of things. Probably the biggest that I see is more from a concentration perspective, but also I find that when they're having challenges with their visual system, so how quickly they can track objects, how quickly they can maintain that concentration. And then there's the other side on the sports performance. I can push them as hard as they want to or need to do and push them at another level.
And that's kind of the beauty of NeuroTracker is it's one thing, but you can make it so unique and customizable at the same time. NeuroTracker seems to kind of encompass a lot of it into one nice polished product. Helps work on their visual tracking and how well their eyes can move and see accurately, but then also how their brain can function and multitask.
We see the NeuroTracker transfer over to the on ice with how quickly they can process, how quickly they can read plays, especially when stuff moves side to side quickly and they have to shift their vision.
It really helps in terms of understanding spatial awareness, especially for someone like me with a shorter wingspan, and some of the defenders have longer wingspans. I've got to be able to be creative in terms of finding lanes to get the ball through, and I think those are things I think that the NeuroTracker will directly impact with continued use. I can feel a marked difference in my mental ability.
Visual training and mental training, I feel like that gives you an edge on the competition. I remember one practice, I was with the Toronto Raptors 905, and my playmaking was just, I just felt like everything was going in slow motion, and I was hitting every right read off of screen and rolls and stuff, and the game just felt slow. It's multiple objects. Each player represents an object, and you got to make a snap decision. You got to be in control, and you got to be paying maniacal attention to everything that's on every detail. So it correlates perfectly.
I would recommend NeuroTracker to every one of my athletes, even if they aren't my athletes. Anyone out there, if you're looking to improve your mental performance, which is most important when it comes to any sport, then 100% NeuroTracker is the way to go.
Now we've entered the era of performance training. It's not just about physical, it's about performance. And the mental piece is 90% of performance. I think it's not long before NeuroTracker is in the schools and in every board, and everyone is thinking about how our visual, cognitive, sensory, all of our mental capabilities tie into what we do on a day-to-day. So it's a beautiful program that NeuroTracker has developed, and it's a core component of what we see in the...
What was amazing is that all the goalkeepers, the hockey goalkeepers, just said that they were put in slow motion. That means they have more time to react, to see the puck, or in French, le palais. And that was just amazing for us. And we opened wide the visual field with NeuroTracker. If you take a Formula One driver, when he said to us that he has more time to react, more time to see the curves, more time to react about the cars around him or around his car. That's just amazing. When we speak about neurostimulation, about NeuroTracker, it's just a revolution. It will be a revolution because we will change the way sports is done about how you help the athletes.